Should be starting here soon, though. Alright, and here we go. The race has started. I think just for completion's sake, I'm going to mention that I think Dustin is going to be tracking this one as well. Thank you very much for that. Shout out to Dustin for making that, for doing that back-to-back matches. And yeah, the runners are off here. Ooh, are we seeing an early Julian room here from Gesellschaft?
Yeah, it looks like it. Talked about this. I talked about this earlier. With the open mode, there's just so many starting routes that you can take at the start. It's really interesting because basically everything kind of works out in some way. So definitely interesting to see some different routes here.
Yeah, it looks like this is a standard opening for Gesellschaft. She did find 3 bombs, so usually if you do that, you kind of want to first see what Kakariko has, but she has it probably as a standard route that she just does this no matter what, just to be safe. It's a pretty good opening. It costs a little bit of time should Kakariko have all the money you need, but, you know, it's a very safe bet, and there's 300.
About that money, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess having extra money is not bad, but yeah.
No. The more, the better, of course. We did see the silver arrows in Lumberjack, by the way. So obviously both runners will go for that, Kappa.
Yeah, that's a difficult one. Like, obviously you don't want to go for it if Aghanim is not required.
It's quite interesting though. Like, if you say get like something like the glove and the Moon Pearl, you could take if you have the accessibility, you could take an early gamble.
Yeah.
Like, it could be an interesting one. Exactly.
Oh, found an early sword there for Crrool. Yeah, I mean, if you want to do an Aghanim gamble, that definitely helps you, you know, makes you fall a little bit less hard if it's not paying off.
Yep, for sure.
Alright, both of our runners did get enough bombs though to be sufficient enough for Kakariko, so that's pretty good. I mean, we just did see in the earlier race what happens if you're missing one bomb.
Alright, we got map check there from Crrool. We have the Crystal 5 at Eastern Palace. We have Desert Palace as Crystal number 2. And Hera is going to be the Green Pendant.
Yeah, it's interesting. Hera is usually a dungeon that you want to do regardless of it being a pendant or a crystal dungeon. So it being a green pendant might incentivize you even more to do it fully. Yep.
We did find a bottle on Crrool's screen here. So Sikit does a go from the start here.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate if you're doing Kakariko from the bottom to the top, and then you find the bottle on the top part.
How did that bomb open that?
I was about to ask the same question, I don't know. It didn't look right.
And more money.
More money.
And another
sword! Oh god, okay.
Oh.
Talking about that Aghanim, huh?
Yeah, so we do have the Master Sword for both runners. Gesellschaft still has to pick hers up in the woods, but yeah. You don't really like to see that early as a runner. You're always like, oh no. it's going to do it, isn't it? Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily have to be Aga, of course, but you know, it's always on your mind, especially if you get the Master Sword that early, or a cape for that matter, but yeah.
As long as they don't find the lamp, they should be okay with having the Master Sword.
Yeah.
I mean, on the flip side, having the Master does make it a lot, like, some locations a lot easier. Especially at the start.
Ooh, we got gloves.
Can only hope that Gesellschaft is actually going back for that. Yeah, okay, she will.
You don't like to see that when you come from the bottom, but you will make the way back to sick kids. It hurts a little bit with the setup, but you know, gotta make that play and get the gloves as well. Yeah, so both runners are about even at this point. Gesellschaft is losing a little bit because of the bottom route. she still has to go all the way up to the forest, whereas Crrool, quote-unquote, just checking the race right now with the library. Got nothing there. But yeah, as you mentioned, the Master Sword, it's better than a cape because, you know, you have a strong sword. That's really good for you.
The cape makes you just feel bad. Just
Yeah.
like, oh no, really?
The cape is useful later on in a couple of spots, but in general, you definitely prefer to have the Master Sword over the cape.
And I think Gesellschaft also opting in to check the Lumberjack cave here.
Mm-hmm, interesting.
Or did she? Oh wait, no, she didn't check that location
Oh shit.
yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm used to the other. Never mind, she's still gonna do it though. Oh no, no. Ah, okay. Took the wrong path. Decides, nope, not gonna take that path back.
I have a Master Sword. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
the
and
cane
the
is the Maria. Oh yeah.
How did
Okay, so
the
yeah,
uncle get
Crrool
on
is
that?
probably going to combine checking the uncle here with he's doing is the front part of escape. It's interesting. Because I would have done what Gesellschaft does now, since she has the gloves, she's dropping in from the back first.
So we're gonna see both parts of the escape section right now.
Now the good news from the Master Sword as well is it makes the dark rooms a lot more attractive. She decides to save and quit though, which is not a bad play. These dark rooms, especially the mice key, that can hold you up for a while if you're not comfortable doing that. So, and there's only one chest in the sewers there, so understandable that she skipped out on that. But yeah, with that knowledge, she will now be heading into the front and getting her cane.
Interesting though that both of them decide to do the castle sequence first and not go to. I don't even want to call it standard thing, but you know, most runners would probably go down to the dam and then check the mini Molorm cave, especially when you have a weapon already.
I think the factor here is that they have the Master Sword, which is a really good weapon to clear out escape fast. And I think that is going to make them... And both of the runners had an opening where they didn't check Uncle, so that's even more incentive for them to go here. Ooh, that's a nice bomb drop there.
You definitely want to pick them up, yeah.
Okay, so we have the map in the front part, so that means that the Lonely Sewer chest is in fact an item. Let's hope it doesn't come into play, because that is an item that Gesellschaft especially might have erased from her mind.
Alright, things in Zelda's chest. Just a little bit of love. Alright, Crrool deciding to go out, not do the dark room in escape. Deciding to go into the backside and also realize that he's not gonna find anything there. Maybe he will actually do the dark room. He will find the small key in the back entrance now.
Yep, he might decide to do it. He didn't get his sword beams though.
Yeah,
there they are.
Oh,
there they are.
We'll get it. Yeah, the sword beams are especially important for the killing the mice section. It makes it a lot easier because you don't have to poke around for it. He does not want to do it anyway.
Also skipping it. Alright, so escape didn't pay out at all. We had the uncle with the cane, but that's about it. So now they are probably going to head to the quote-unquote more standard locations. They are going to head south to the dam and the mini Molorm cave. Trying to check those out for any potential items there. Ooh. Be careful, Gesellschaft, be careful.
No! I mean, we know that there's nothing on there, but this is going to weigh on her mind for a long time. I don't think she's
No.
I know, she's not gonna go back. Oh god, here we go. Okay.
All in. All in.
All in? One time
All
here.
you can eat, baby.
Okay.
Crrool, in the meantime, found the Titansmiths in the dam.
Oh, I completely missed that. That is actually a pretty big find.
Mm-hmm. We don't have a Moon Pearl just yet, but we are just a Moon Pearl away from Dark World access.
Mm-hmm.
Gesellschaft making good progress here in the Dark Rooms.
She's right there.
You gotta love when those snakes are... You're adjusting for the chest and then those snakes get in your way. You gotta love that. There we go.
There's some more love.
Well,
Alright.
at least it's a potential troll location she's ruled out. Ooh, they're the flippers.
Interesting. And the flute.
And money.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically screaming Zora.
Now this is actually very interesting. With the flute and the myths, they have access to the Maya area.
Yeah, they can even. Well, no.
Not yet, but I'm sure
yeah.
a mirror is out there somewhere, potentially. All they need is a mirror. There's tempered. Wow. Well,
Okay,
scratch that.
Yeah, Crrool making that play with he already has a it's like over 1,000 rupees after 11 minutes. That's pretty sick.
That's that's a lot, a lot. How about more?
How about more? Yeah. How high can we get?
You know, Zora might just be spitting out 600 rupees now, because this seat doesn't want to lose you money. Alright, looks like Gesellschaft is going to ignore the chest she missed, which is actually, in my opinion, the right play. Of course, it could come back to haunt you, but you can't wait in these races. You can't lose that amount of time.
Yeah.
To
I mean,
like all the racers are so good that yeah, gotta take the gamble here. Zora just giving us a heart piece.
so I'm pretty sure both of our runners will turn or will activate the flute immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Gonna be interesting. I mean,
it's only really eastern left, but they do have access to 2 locations in Death Mountain, from which one would be a sequence break, and then the Agonist Cave and Ice Rod Cave. That's about it.
good thing with the flute is though you can check the Agonist Cave a little bit quicker than having to, you know, just walk there. And you can also, you know, check.
I think that's a rumor. Kappa. Who does that?
I don't know. That cave is just something that you should just never check.
Mm-hmm. It will never have the book in it, and it will never lead to any other progression items like the Titansmiths. Never.
No. It's always useless.
Salt. Okay, get out of your swag ducks, my friends. Both players activating their flutes simultaneously almost.
Swag Dog high five.
And we see Crrool is going to get the old man for the save and quit point. That's something I like to do very early as well. It just gives you more options throughout the whole seed whenever you want to start on Death Mountain. So that's definitely a very good call here. In the meantime, Gesellschaft, with a little bit of a different approach, she's going to check the Ice Rod Cave first.
Again, with the flute, this is a reasonable play.
Yep. Definitely.
You can actually get the bombs. Meanwhile, Crrool finding his way through the dark room. Let's see what we have in here. Ooh, half magic. That's a good find.
If Crrool doesn't really want to check Ice Cave fast and finds a progression item, he could be missing out on that for a while, and that could actually be a great impact in this seed.
Yeah, definitely. So we're gonna see the 2 items on the top here. One of them inaccessible right now. Also unimportant. Oh,
That was the fire
rod. That was the
Yeah.
fire rod, I believe. Yeah.
I always have trouble when the runners just like quickly, you know, take a look
Yeah.
and then turn away. I just see the rod and it's like, okay, which one was that? But yeah, the fire rod is great. It's amazing. The unfortunate thing is that it doesn't really help us right now.
Yeah. It's a light source.
It is
we
a
learned
fire
from the
source,
last seed. We need those fire sources.
Definitely, definitely. Cannot argue with that, that's for sure, but it's, yeah.
So yeah, right now the only play that is left is Eastern.
Eastern and Agnes Cave is left.
And Agnes Cave, yeah. And I mean...
There's never anything in there though, so that's fine.
If we want to go for the full Troll Sea, we could obviously have the Moon Pearl on the pyramid.
No. The book is on the pyramid and the Moon Pearl is in desert.
Of
I've had that actually happen in the sea. That was pretty hilarious. But we need a lamp first, so...
Oh yeah, right, we need a lamp, that's true. Alright, what is the old man hiding in his hut? I'm sure it's gonna be a pearl. Yeah.
Good call, good call. Okay, and that probably most certainly means that Crrool will be missing out on the half magic. Now here with the Fire Rod and Dark World access, Skull Woods is a very primary target, and that could actually come back to haunt him.
Yeah.
See if we can also get an immediate Dark World map check potentially.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. I could definitely see him go immediately into Skull Woods. I mean, he can even potentially finish it. The thing is, I mean, Green Mail, 7 Hearts, it can be a little bit dicey.
Also, it's
and
a pendant, yeah.
I mean, that should give you even more incentive to finish it, right?
Oh, and Meyer, it's also pendant.
Oh, of course, Meyer is a pendant.
So they still need a medallion to get in there, but they have everything else really. You love to see your progression items leading to pendant dungeons. It's lovely, absolutely lovely. Okay, so interesting for the Gesellschaft here is that she will not pick up her Fire Rod just yet. She will get the Pearl and then probably also head to Dark World.
Also getting confirmation that the green pendant is in fact, as she already knew, in Tower of Hera.
No, she hasn't checked them up yet.
Oh, didn't she? Okay.
No. She hasn't checked yet, so... Some runners decide to not do that for Light World because it's 3 dungeons, and sometimes you are forced to go into them anyways, no matter what you do. So it saves you time to not check them out. Powder on the desert ledge. We're getting a lot of good items that we can't reach.
Yeah. I would have loved to see a quick Misery Mire check there.
Yeah, that would have actually... Yeah.
I mean, that's 2 items that you can get very quickly. At the same time, you know, check what medallion you have.
The early flute might also be an indicator for that. You're absolutely correct. Okay, so we got Crystal 6, by the way, in the Swamp Palace.
Always nice to have Crystal 5 or 6 in Swamp. In case you finish that last, you can immediately go up and do the fairy. For sure. Gesellschaft making the Skull Woods play here, which I can definitely see. Interestingly enough, though, she does it without the Fire Rod, whereas Crrool, who has the Fire Rod, decides not to go in there.
I'm afraid that we will have at least 1 item in the back of Skull Woods.
Probably, yeah.
The way the seed has been laying out the items so far, it definitely looks that way. Crrool hasn't found anything in the Village of Outcasts so far.
Alright, we'll see if Skull Woods is the right call now, as Crrool is making his way into the... I really have a hard time calling it Hype Cave anymore, but yeah.
After your last race, come on, dude.
Yeah, okay, let's call it sometimes Hype Rate. Sometimes hype, but sometimes Hype, mostly Resident Sleeper.
Alright, we got 5 arrows, 10 arrows, 5 bombs, piece of hearts, and the lamp!
I guess it's not full Resident Sleeper.
I mean, you know, it could be worse.
It could, yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess.
Gesellschaft, in the meantime, taking the elevator.
Yeah, at this point, it's already 100% confirmed that there is one item locked away by the fire rod, at least one item. If it's bad for Gesellschaft, it's gonna be both items.
Yep.
I think it's gonna, yeah, I think we didn't find anything yet.
Nope.
Let's hope that she will get the bomb jump fairly quickly here.
She has a very interesting setup for it.
Nice
it's very hard
setup.
to do this one. Yeah. Ether. Ooh. 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 Could that potentially lead into Meyer?
That would be nice.
She doesn't want to do that yet, because we know the fire sources are out there for free almost, but...
Alright, Crrool making the same play now, with the little change that he can actually check the back side, the fire rod locked side of Skullwoods.
Yep. Crrool definitely with a little bit of a rounding advantage here. Not only the death that Gesellschaft took in Escape is weighing on her, on the contrary, she didn't actually lose time from that, to be honest. It's just like Crrool's routing has been a little bit better for the layout of the item so far.
But as you already mentioned, Gesellschaft does have the half magic, and that can come in handy for quite a bit.
That is true.
And I don't see Crrool picking up that half magic anytime soon.
No, definitely not. He's happy with his progression so far. And finding Ether might lead him to Meyer, like I said, as well. See if there's anything there. And he might even go further.
Yeah.
Now here's the deal, though. Does he know about the full magic refill? There's a full magic refill in the Vanilla Biki location here. And I would recommend to him to use it.
Never mind, he's not gonna get that though.
Yeah.
Interesting if he, I mean...
Yeah, he's not doing it. That's not...
I mean... Not even getting grabbed by the hand, which means that he... Oh, he's gonna go back immediately. So he decides to not go into the back part yet.
Not a bad call, because like he's going to find out it's an item. If you have 2 left, you want to make sure.
Well, but he already knows that there's one item there, because he only has the big chest left, right?
Well, yeah, he knows the one is in the back, but like he doesn't know if it's 1 or 2. So if Mothula drops him an item, he has to gamble on the chance that the small chest has an item. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, misunderstood you.
Alright, so Gesellschaft is making her way to her lamp, slowly but steadily, not going to pick up anything in the digging game and from Stumpy. And Crrool indeed ignores the backside of Skull Woods.
Interesting. I don't know if he thinks he just doesn't have enough magic. Well, I mean, he definitely does not have enough magic right now, but maybe he just doesn't want to bother with finding magic somewhere. Instead,
we're going to get that Meyer check, which I like actually as well. Let's hope it's Ether.
Well, I mean, they cannot enter it though because they don't have the boots or the hook shot. But
they're going to get the hook shot in the shed.
Yeah, that's correct.
It's Quake.
I think it's Quake,
Bible
right?
Thump.
Yeah.
Bible Thump.
Alright, what is in the shed here though? Your microphone is buzzing a little bit. Thank you.
Sorry about that.
Again. Okay, now it's more. No, still buzzing. Okay, we're good. We're good.
We good? We good.
We good. We good.
We good. Sorry, I had to release the bees.
Yeah, that was just confirmation that we're gonna find a bee in a bottle very soon.
We already have one.
More. It's gotta be more.
The share was full of bees, yeah. Alright, so Crrool deciding to go back to Skull. He can't feel good about that.
He cannot. I mean, I don't know if he actually wants to go to Skull right now. Yeah, he probably wants to. I mean, does he want to go to Thieves Town right now? He cannot feel good about Thieves Town either, right? No boots, no hammer. It's a tough call, really.
I mean,
on the flip side, where else can you go right now?
Yeah, no. Skywoods must be on his mind, but like he thinks he can't get magic.
Yeah, I think Thieves Town is fair enough. Gesellschaft in the meantime, I mean, taking the dwarf back definitely can turn out to be very good. We have seen countless times where the dwarf has the mirror or something like that.
And yeah, with the flute in tow, it's not that bad to bring him back with a save and quit.
Turns out the Smiths only have been working on 3 bombs.
Thieves Town so far empty as always.
Now making the Meyer check as well.
Yeah, Gesellschaft has to find her fire rod, that's for sure. I always have a hard time if I only have the Spectacle Rock as a location I can check to actually go and check that. Like, yeah. I mean, it makes sense that she's ignoring it right now, because I know I would. Oh, she's staring at her map.
Where can I possibly go? And I think Thieves Town is like in Gesellschaft's place. She could just go for the lunchbox right now for the purple chests. But
I think yeah. Doing Thieves Town and then doing purple chest is ideal. And the hammer in Thieves Town.
That is a very, very big find.
Empty as always. Now, is that really a big find, though? What does the hammer do for us right now? This very instance.
Couple locations. I guess it's not that much. I mean, it does allow you to at least safely full clear this dungeon. You know, you don't have to go back. Like if the hammer chest, if the big chest has an item in it, you don't have that in mind anymore.
Yep.
Because it's always bad if you know there is something and you don't know what is there.
My guess is that Skullwoods has the mirror in the back, and they get East Death Mountain access through that. That's my guess.
Yeah. Could either be mirror or hookshot, I guess. I mean, we also still have an item. I think one item left in Thieves Town.
Yeah, should be one more for sure. Now, another good. We have a fire source, and I love to neglect that dungeon, but Ice Palace. We got Ice Palace access, my friends, and that's not a good thing. I think we know Ice Palace likes to be loaded, but especially on Crrool screen, I'm seeing 8 hearts and not half magic.
And the green mail.
No hookshot.
Especially Cold Stare without like any good swords. With only the green mail can be an absolute pain.
Wait, first of all, we're gonna finish up Thieves Town here. Crrool in the blind fight.
I hate insect puns.
They bug him. Hey. 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 Alright, Crrool got a bit off script there, but it looks like he's doing just fine dodging anyways. Oh, that how did he take so much damage?
That was closer than I wanted it to be.
How did he take so much damage there?
Yeah, I mean,
all of a sudden, boom, all heart's gone.
Yeah, the laser is... Oh, Gesellschaft, though! Don't take a death here again. Oh, this is going to be very dicey.
Well, if she dies, that would have been the perfect spot to do so. Because she just opened up the ceiling anyways, got her item. So it would still have been bad, but not as bad as if she dies like right there. Oh no, don't do it. I'm scared. Hold me, Genya.
Oh.
Hold me.
This is very dicey. Oh. Meanwhile, Crrool going to the hammer packs, understandably, but who cares what Crrool is doing right now? I'm just focused on that half a heart piece right now. That was mean. I'm sorry. I love Crrool. He knows that. Okay. Can you get a little bit of breathing room there?
We're still alive. We're still alive. It's all good. It's all good.
Okay, meanwhile, Crrool not paying off for the hammer packs yet, but he's probably he's going to take the frog on a tour right now.
And see, this is where Gesellschaft will have a little bit of a routing advantage. She can take the purple chest after Thieves Town.
Yeah, it's pretty good because Crrool actually at some point has to go back to Village of Outcasts to take that chest with him.
No matter what, like
even
if
basically,
he finds,
basically finished.
Yep. Even if he finds the mirror, he has to go back and get that chest.
Alright, let's see how the blind fight will turn out for Gesellschaft.
Still on script, but took a hit there, which is fine. This is fine. This is not fine. This is not fine.
No, God, that is.
All right.
That is such an unfortunate death, and she decides to finish it later. That is definitely understandable.
Not a bad call. She knows it's not an item, so all she has to do is run in, hopefully with boots, and then kill Blind. And Blind is probably the hardest boss in the game if you come in from the bottom.
Oh yeah.
So that's definitely a good call right now. She knows it's not an item, so she definitely knows, okay, I'm losing time here, but it's not like I'm missing out on an item, so that's fine.
Yeah. Like, especially in the case where you just died, trying to just forcefully brute force the fight, and then just maybe getting wrecked even more. Definitely a good choice to just get done with it right now. Just focus on what's next, and then just come back later. Alright, we're gonna see if that purple chest is gonna turn out helpful now.
And Crrool is making an interesting play. This is what cost him in one of his races. He's going to enter Pod. Now, why am I saying this cost him? Pod, currently, the first 3 chests only are not bow-locked. So the chest he's going to right now, the chest before the ledge, and the chest at the very bottom of the dungeon, those 3 are not bow-locked. If he finds anything there, that's great. If he finds something after that, the game is assuming he has the bow. And that's what cost him last time he raced, because he didn't know that. He learned it though, so hopefully, if he finds something here, he will remember that very fact. This is a bit of a gamble though, I guess. I mean,
yeah.
Pot is a crystal dungeon, so any progress here, especially finding the big key, is definitely good. However, there's not really a lot of payout that he can have here.
Especially because the last 2 chests or the other 2 chests are somewhat likely to have a small key as well.
Yep.
Like there are a lot of small keys in this dungeon, so
You have probably about 2 small keys in the first 3 chests, probably 2 small keys and 1 item at max, or the big key.
like typically the big items are always in like after being bow locked.
Yeah. Yep. So Gesellschaft finally going up Death Mountain here, rescuing the old man, and then getting her fire rod, and she won't feel good about that, but as it looks like Crrool will probably not find any progression, at least any intended progression here for himself.
No, and that's it. He cannot progress anymore.
So they are about even right now.
Yeah.
Barring the blind. Now, interestingly enough, though, Crrool did find the big key. So whenever he wants to clear that dungeon, say in go mode maybe, he knows he can very fast.
It's true. Crrool making his way to Eastern right now. I think, yeah, nobody has been into Eastern at all.
Yep.
They just got the moonpearl from the hut and then decided, you know, it's Dark World time.
So yeah, Eastern also a crystal dungeon, but could still have items. This is the first dungeon you can access even without having any items at all, so the game can place anything in here, really. Now, what I think is going to happen, though, is that Gesellschaft is heading back to Skullwoods, and she will probably find a good item in the back of that. Nice bomb jump, by the way.
Nice bomb jump. Yeah, I was just about to say the same. That's a difficult one.
That's a very difficult one, so yeah, very well done there. There we go. Going to 3, going up, and we're probably seeing the back now.
Gotta get that mirror.
Gotta get that mirror, yeah. She is also a bit more confident. She does have half magic, so that definitely helps her decision here. Now, if you're Crrool, you're wondering, at this point, is that Ice Rod Cave actually going to have something for me? Did I skip out on an important item? If you watched the stream earlier, there was boots there. So, like... More hearts and Eastern for Crrool. That's 2 items down. He does have the big key. Maybe he gets the 3rd item in the big chest here. Oh, he does!
Well, I mean, it's a nice find, but it's not gonna help him right now.
That is actually... But look at this. We have the cane, we have the fire rod, we have the ice rod, we have a medallion. All we need is to somehow get over to the other side.
How can we get to the other side?
And this is actually bad for Gesellschaft. Like, imagine it, I am 99% sure right now that Turtle Rock is probably Ether, and we might actually get to see the mirror or the hookshot here in Skullwoods for sure.
Yeah, if we find one of those 2 items, we actually get access to that area.
Yeah. And Gesellschaft could be tempted to go in there without the Ice Rod. First of all, we get a Mothula fight here, starting with a spin that connected, so we need 4 more Fire Rod shots.
He definitely is happy about that half magic that you picked up here.
Should be 1 more, maybe? That one didn't count. It was 2 more.
Go. That was still a good fight.
Yep.
Crrool, in the meantime, checking the pyramid and probably Catfish after that. We haven't seen that as well.
Yep. There's the bow!
Oh, the bow in the pyramid! That is such a convenient item. Oh, he probably wished he would have checked that first. Because he's gonna go back immediately into pod right now, right?
He went into both dungeons without the bow, and then finds the bow on the pyramid. In the meantime, Cane of Burna.
It lost the spike cave, technically.
That is a very good call, my friend. And I think she makes the same call here.
I think she's picking up the breadcrumbs here.
Mm.
That is really unfortunate for Crrool, though. That he must be thinking, oh god.
She's... Oh no. Oh.
Uh-oh.
It's Ice Palace time.
Okay.
Again.
I mean, she's gonna happy that she has the half magic.
Yes,
so
exactly. But she still only has 8 hearts. That's 2 hits from Cold Stare.
And that's only with the green mail. Yeah, that's only 2 hits.
2 hits from Cold Stare and you're done.
That is a bold move.
She does have blue goo, so that's good. But yeah. This is still, like, sometimes you just get hit, and it's over, you know? Now, we will see if Pod actually holds some worth here. Crrool, of course, finish out this dungeon. As he mentioned, he must feel very good about that right now. After going in, and then going into Eastern, and then, oh, the bow was right here. Sorry, bro. Alright, I like Gesellschaft's play logic-wise, by the way. It's just that I'm really worried about those 8 hearts. That's what worries me here.
Definitely. The thing with Ice Palace is also that you will probably lose some hearts on the way. Like, it's very rare that you will actually get to Cold Stare with the full hearts here. So, we'll see how that will turn out for her. Like, yeah, I mean, if you have the bow, then Pod obviously is the better play. But yeah.
Well, I'm intrigued about Spike Cave now.
Yeah, same.
Because, I mean, it almost looked like the game wanted you to go into Skull for that item.
Yeah.
And it might actually be the Spike Cave indicator.
Nice bomb jump, gets it first try. Oh, nice bomb strats here. Nice. That is always looks pretty cool. She is like that, as we said though. It is a pretty dangerous attempt here with only 3 hearts already and no hook shot, so she will take damage here unless she uses Decane.
That could be another thing though. I think these locations are also logically locked by an invincibility item if you don't have the hook shot.
It definitely is.
That's a good call on her part here as well. Another strong indicator that this might actually have the hook shot after all.
Oh, you need to switch.
We found the book and Pod, by the way, in the meantime. So Crrool would definitely be heading for that pedestal as soon as he can at the mushroom in ice. That was a joke, by the way, with the pedestal, but yeah. Book opens up 1 tablet so far, and Desert Palace.
Yeah, most importantly, Desert Palace.
And Desert Palace goes very good if you have the boots. And the mirror! Oh my god, this was loaded! After all! Oh man!
Unbelievable.
Pod, the place to be!
That is a huge advantage for Crrool right now.
Oh yeah. Wow, not only does he get the book, which was kind of like, okay. I mean, a dungeon access, that's fine. The boots, that's amazing. And then the mirror! Wow. Pod champ indeed. Now see, like, I would have lost this race. Guaranteed. Guaranteed, because I would not have gone to Pod. Ever. Not in a million years.
Yeah.
Crrool with the intuition though. Not letting go of that idea of pod, getting the bow. Man. The runners are both 1 and 2. Now, the thing is, I think we found almost all items now at this point, didn't we? We still don't know what TR has for the medallion. But this is very, very bad news for Gesellschaft right now. All we need is the hookshot.
We're also taking it very, very carefully here, understandably. Can she even... I mean, she does want to do the bomb jump here, which is why she has to stay at 2 hearts. Oh, this is way too scary. I think we still have 2 items left in ice. Actually, it might only be 1. I think there's 1 small key left, maybe. Sanctuary heart?
Sorry. Not quite.
Yeah, there's 1 more. Actually, it could be a small key. I'm not sure.
Did we use the small key on the...
Yeah, I don't know if we did use that. I'm not sure.
Meantime, Crrool on Helmasaur here.
Gesellschaft, I think she was a little bit too scared here. I think she could have at least used the fire rod to... Oh.
That extra heart though, it's paying off. That extra heart she found.
She's probably gonna have to use the other potion here.
Hammer!
No. Does she have another
Easy, dude. Easy.
This is not for the faint of heart.
Easy. Easy game, dude.
No!
Easy.
Oh my
easy.
God.
We got this. We got this. We got this. It's all good, dude.
Are you serious? Are you serious? How did that not hit her? I mean, good for her.
We got this. We got a shield too, but we got this. It's all good.
My heart, I cannot take that. I just cannot take that.
I wasn't even worried.
Never worry, never. If I've ever seen a clutch blue potion, then that will be it.
Unfortunately, yeah, Ice Palace didn't really have anything. We could have saved her a little bit is if Hookshot was in there, but even that would mislead her a little bit at this point. We only have to really know the Hookshot location. Which it could be anywhere right now, honestly.
Yeah. Gesellschaft not only turning in the mushroom, but probably also want to get into more blue potions. Yeah.
Definitely.
They do have lots of money.
But yeah, Crrool has definitely a significant advantage here for the time being. Now with the boots out there though, the pedestal hookshot is technically possible. It's technically a thing that could happen. And I think that would be very good for Gesellschaft who will be going into Eastern?
Yeah, it looks like Eastern.
Okay.
I think that is, I mean, logically that makes sense. In my opinion.
So she will find the ice rod. It's not bad. It will tell her, hey, go to Totorock, but you can't right now. So she might be looking for other single item locations and eventually find the bow. So Crrool in the meantime making short work of Eastern here, collecting that crystal. Has 3 crystals under his belt now.
Man, that's so insane. Like, if you just think about it, the entire pod area, if you count Pyramid into that, it's like the bow, the boots, the mirror, and the book. That is just nuts.
It's crazy. And the ice rod in Eastern as well.
Yeah. Now we just need the hook shot on Catfish, and then the side is complete.
Yeah.
Honestly, hook shot on Catfish is will probably be the best thing for Gesellschaft right now. Because I don't see Crrool going back to Catfish anytime soon.
Bow, boots, mirror, book. Exactly. So Crrool... What are you doing, Crrool?
Is he just... No, I was about to say like, if he's going to Catfish right now.
That tempered sword, of course he knows. That is tempered.
Right. That was a tempered sword. That's correct. Good call
So
there.
He will be able to do Ice Palace, which is probably his next target, honestly. With a tempered sword.
Yeah, makes sense for him.
Mm-hmm. Gotta check Hobo first. Yeah. Alright, and Gesellschaft about to get her Ice Rod. And then hopefully she remembers that there is a pyramid in this game, in fact. And sometimes there's an item on there, even if you don't beat Aga 1. That's the first time, personally, I've watched a couple of tournament matches, and that's the first time I've seen a really important item there. Who's winning? The video game, as always.
Always the video game. And the chat.
And chat's also... I mean, chat can only really be winning when we go into a pendant dungeon. I think Crrool has that idea right now.
True. Which is why.
Did he know?
Winning.
Does he know? Oh, he knows. Yeah, he was the one that checked Quake. No, both checked Quake, actually. Yeah. Okay, so Crrool will be heading into Desert. I wonder what that book is for, though.
For the powder, obviously.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, logically speaking, the game knows it gives you access with the mirror to Desert, so...
Okay, bless RNG for Gesellschaft to go to the pyramid before going into bar. Okay.
She does it, so she's still in the race, definitely. She'll do... And remember, she did get the crystal for ice, so that's actually progress as well. And she'll be doing both the pod and Eastern, so...
Good call from Gesellschaft here, definitely.
She's still in there. And if the hookshot is in an obscure location, I mean, Crrool has to keep full clearing stuff and check locations. So, boots, by the way, chat mentioned it just now, are required. The big key was on the torch. And since this is a crystal dungeon, we needed to get those boots.
I mean, there's no way that Gesellschaft is going anywhere else other than pod right now. With that bow.
Yep. We got 5 rupees in Desert as the first item. Now I would love to see Crrool mirror out after that and leave right side for after land mill, but debated.
Just a bunch of rupees.
Crrool, you got everything. You got everything, my man. You don't need to open this chest. Thank you.
You just realized, yeah.
Gonna of course finish up Desert, but yeah, Desert empty, so... Again, the mirror did give Crrool East Death Mountain access though. He has to go through Hera, but yeah. Additionally, it also gives him access to Hera as well, and the Ether Tablet.
Yeah,
so.
I'm pretty sure Death Mountain is his next stop after finishing Desert.
Sure.
I mean, there's so much just to check there.
Mm-hmm.
You also always want to know that the medallion for Turtle Rock is, I mean, basically as soon as possible. It gives you a hint on whether you are in go mode or not.
He could also go to Swamp, I guess.
Yeah, I was about to think would you take the Swamp gamble here, but
I mean,
on Crrool's side, like you have to feel pretty good about your items right now. Do you want to take a gamble like that at that point?
The thing is, the hookshot can't be in a very logical spot right now. Like, usually you try to see, okay, there's an item chain in this seed, where do I need to go? You can't really make that play right now, though. Because the items were kind of scattered. So... it's not too far off the table. I wouldn't do it, like, immediately right now. But he might be thinking about that before Turtle Rock, potentially. And yeah, the hookshot pedestal dream is still alive, so there's that as well.
Did we actually already check the Agina's cave?
I don't believe we did.
Don't think so, right? Yeah, that's what he's gonna do right now.
My guess, though, hookshot's either in Turtle Rock or in Vanilla location. That would make the most sense right now.
But this game does not make any sense at all.
Got the Death Warp there from Gesellschaft, very nice.
It's important to do the Death Warp regardless of you having the mirror or not. That's
she was low on health anyway, so yeah. She will find her mirror soon, and she will be very happy about that. You actually don't need the hookshot to enter Mire. You can also do it with boots.
Look at this beautiful bomb jump.
Oh my god. Now that's what I like to see.
That's some advanced strat right there. She does have the big key, so she's probably gonna go for the other bomb jump as well.
Yeah.
Looking
easy
good.
Every time.
That's definitely some Pog gems. Deserves some Pog gems.
Definitely.
And now she's gonna find all the stuff.
And more.
All the stuff and more.
In the meantime, we do see the Tower of Hera play from Crrool. Tower of Hera is the green pendant, so I'm assuming he's finishing it. It's a very quick dungeon. 2 items plus green should be a no-brainer.
That's the book. And
I wouldn't count Gesellschaft out, depending on that hookshot location. It can go either way right now, and depending on what... Like, if, let's say Hera has nothing, Crrool's next goal has nothing. All of a sudden, if Gesellschaft makes 2 other choices and she gets the hookshot, she's in the lead. Remember, she does have Ice Palace cleared, so...
Ice Palace is a pretty nasty dungeon, like... Definitely
If
not count this one, like, count Gesellschaft out right now.
Yep. If Crrool decides to full clear ice as well at some point, that would even them out. So, yeah.
So yeah, Crrool knows that he already did, Oh wait, he doesn't have the hookshot. Oh, I see. Just go for the bomb jump. Okay, that makes sense.
I think he found a heart piece so far, but that's all for items, so he's got a Bless RNG on Moldorm here. Ooh. Taking a fall there on Crrool's side.
Trolldorm wins again.
Yeah, and I want to point out we're an hour in the race, and the runners know they are going to have to do Silverless Ganon. Remember, Silver's in Lumberjack.
Right.
So that could be a potential factor, and since Gesellschaft definitely shows that her execution is on point here, I'm gonna give her the edge on that.
Yeah, definitely possible. I missed now, what's the basement required for the item?
Yes, indeed. We did get a map.
Interesting to see if Crrool actually decides to go for that.
Tough to say, he has a lot of spots open, but he doesn't want to skip out on anything here.
Yeah, I mentioned, he must feel kind of comfortable with his position right now. So he probably also thinks if he decides to skip on anything, he might actually lose his position right now. Oh, Gesellschaft, what do you do?
Trying to decide.
Yeah, I think taking the lag here over using a potion is fine.
Yep. There we go. I mean, in Crrool's spot right now, I would have honestly probably skipped over this particular item. Very rarely do I skip basement, but right now I'm really only looking for the hookshot in my mind. Even Crrool doesn't know what the medallion for TR is yet, but still. It could be here for all we know, of course.
I mean, it makes sense for him. Nope.
But of course it's not.
Yeah, Gesellschaft definitely making up some time here by immediately being able to utilize the bow here in pod and not having to go back out as Crrool had to do.
Yep, catching up on crystals, and that's what I'm saying. Crrool essentially wasted his time in the Tower of Era, and all of a sudden, Gesellschaft is that much closer.
Didn't he do Spiral Cave earlier? Oh wait, we didn't do anything here, of course. Yeah, sorry, this is what happens if you commentate two races back to back.
All good. Yep, Crrool does definitely have a bunch of chests he can pick up here.
Yeah, there's a lot of chests here.
So we're likely to
the Spiral Cave.
We're not likely to actually see a lot of rewards here, though. But at the same time, yeah, we're really only looking for potentially the TR medallion and the hookshot.
Yeah, other than that, we basically have... I mean, I guess they would also... like, stuff that would be cool but not required is probably like the Butter Sword or like a mail upgrade.
A mail upgrade would definitely be good.
Yeah, especially for Ganon. Like, they know that they are doing it silverless, so having a mail upgrade is definitely not a bad thing. Oh, Gesellschaft. Just missing it very, very badly.
But yeah, she's essentially caught up in crystals. Remember, Thief's Town, for her, she only has to finish off blind there, so I'm gonna give her that crystal too, even though it will take 1 minute to quickly dispose of blind. But yeah. She will probably most likely... oh. Not do what I just thought of. Interesting.
Scratch that idea.
Uh-huh.
What is... oh, she's probably finishing Thief's Town right now?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, now is as good a time as any, really.
Yeah.
I mean
she does know there's no item in there, so...
yeah. I mean, she has boots and enough hearts. Yeah, she's just finishing it real quick right now. She would have had to come back here eventually anyway.
It's Ether!
So. Of course it's Ether.
Yeah, of course it's Ether.
Well, what did you think? We actually had to look for a medallion, please.
Yeah.
They invited us to Totorock 20 minutes in. Come on.
Kappa!
Come on. Yeah, my call, hookshot's in here. That's what I think. That's what I thought about 30 minutes ago, but yeah. He's checking the items here just to make sure. He did this as his Darkwood portal, so he's checking right now.
No, I meant Gesellschaft because she used the mirror to go out and then checked the map again.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, she mirrored out. That's why I was confused.
Oh.
I think
Did
she got lost? I don't know.
No,
I mean,
I
she's
think
going back inside, but
she might have thought she had a different item equipped than she actually had.
I don't know. It looked intentional to me, but I don't know. Okay, she should hopefully not have too many problems with blind right now.
She's got burnout, and that would hurt him anyways, so this is fine. Right? Right. So yeah, now we're pretty much caught up, because Crrool still has to do ice.
Mm-hmm.
Hook and pedestal confirmed. Now that's the dream.
Gesellschaft's next move has to be Death Mountain, right? I cannot imagine her gambling into Swamp right now.
No, she will probably do desert still. It's
Oh
not
yeah,
a
right.
bad-
No, she will go
Oh,
straight.
do Death Mountain immediately. Okay.
I am pretty sure she will do Tower of Hera as well, though.
Yeah, Hera is definitely a location that is very inviting right now, for sure. Green Pendants is like an extra item. It's a quick dungeon, so for sure. But who knows? She might take the gamble to go immediately to see what Turtle Rock has. That I would love to see that, honestly. That would be a big play, IMO.
Oh, thinking about doing Spike Cave?
Do it!
Still not this.
I would love to see what's in there.
For the fans!
Remember that Cane of Burna?
Yeah.
Remember.
Meanwhile, again, Crrool not having half magic kind of, you know, makes his Turtle Rock dive a little bit more inconvenient in the end.
Okay, so we do have indeed the Hera play from Gesellschaft.
Yeah, can definitely understand it.
Ah, that's definitely what I would do in her shoes. And so far, I think Crrool only found keys, if I see that right.
Think so. Question is, will she skip the basement?
She might, because she feels behind. And she
Yeah.
knows that so many locations are open right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Crrool, gotta be careful with those. Uh-oh. Yeah, again, Green Mail. He's just getting bad patterns here.
Change yeah, reset the room. You have to go one room further though in order to reset their position, but he kinda got it in there. Alright, looks good to me. Just gotta...
Slowly making his way, trying to knock it. Yeah, okay.
Got the big key too. Ooh, Gesellschaft missing the bomb jump.
Ooh. That is a rough one.
Yep.
Especially because it sends you flying back to the start.
Crrool has his powder out, so he's probably thinking... Ah, okay, never mind.
He does not have the net though. I actually forgot where the net was, but I know Gesellschaft picked it up.
Oh, Crrool. That pokey can be very elusive.
He's out of magic.
Out of magic, yeah. But he does have tempered, so
Yeah.
there is that. It's not that bad. So he will also check the location behind the door here. If they were in go modes, he would skip on this, but yeah.
He's having a
Okay.
rough time though, taking a lot of hits as well.
Yeah, and he's now out of magic, which you mentioned, and he can't refill, so he's gotta shake a little bit here at least. I mean, we know that the frog sprite does shake his head quite a bit, but you know.
But yeah, I mean, Turtle Rock without any magic and with a green mail, it's nothing to joke around, really.
Oh,
gotta be. Oh no!
Mommy!
If I saw like, I don't know if I've ever seen a more convenient magic refill.
Gesellschaft finishing up Hera.
Will she go to the basement?
That's a very important question, actually.
Good job. Liking it.
Yep.
Skipping that. Deciding, okay, I have so many locations left open, I only need the hook shot. Who needs that basement? She's immediately checking for Turtle Rock. That's a very, very good play right there.
Yep. And Crrool
she probably will go into Turtle Rock without even checking the Death Mountain locations here. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, she's only... Okay, I see.
Crrool taking a death here. Very smart play. Refreshing his hearts that way. She did not pick up Temperate. That is true, and it's questionable whether she will actually be able to get that Temperate because it was on the Lake Hylia island.
I'm not even sure if she checked that location.
She probably didn't.
Oh, she's thinking. She's thinking.
We're in there. We're in there, boys.
We're in there. Now, if the hookshot is actually in Turtle Rock, that's actually a pretty big advantage for Gesellschaft then, right?
Yes. She can't like this play right now very much, but if she would know that Crrool is also in here, this is definitely very, very good for her, especially since she does have a small crystal advantage at this point. Very slight. So Crrool can't gain much ground on her at this point in here. He's getting low on magic again.
Yeah, and also Crrool does not have the Cane of Burner yet, so he does not have a way to make him invincible, despite not having enough magic for that anyway, but... He has to get those dashes in the laser bridge room right now, otherwise he might be in trouble. He's going for the safety exit.
Yeah.
Definitely not a bad choice here.
Yeah, these lasers hurt if you only have green mail, so that's not a bad call. Even if you're confident in your laser skips, if one of them hits you, you're done.
Yeah, and then you fall, and then it's like rip.
Yep. So, very understandable play here. On the flip side, I am 99% sure Gesellschaft will have no trouble with these laser skips. Crrool taking a death, so that will definitely be a time save for her. She's been playing really well, showing NMG skills here and there, so I'm assuming that she can do this no problem.
And Crrool having trouble with the laser room. Yeah, getting sniped again. I don't know if he knows how to do the boots. I assume he does know it, but... I'm just a little bit confused as to why he's just trying to walk it off there.
Ooh, Gesellschaft taking a death to the chain chomps, though.
Oh, God.
Crrool
dying again. I think this is the third time I already died, and he only picked up one chest. Yeah, Crrool is not making any progress here.
Could you imagine the hookshot is right there, actually?
It's just waiting there. It's like, pick me up, please. And he's just not getting to it.
Oh god. Well, Crrool is...
Yeah. I mean, this is a deadlock right now, right? He's just not getting any progress right now.
This is all, if you're a Gesellschaft fan, this is good news for you.
Yeah, this is definitely good news. He does not know.
How did he do that?
What the God, that is insane! And it was the hookshot. Are you serious? You've got to be kidding me, right? I don't even know what just happened.
Wow!
I'm sure he doesn't even know how he did that.
Magically pulling out the last item he needed out of that, and that means,
Unbelievable.
my friends, Crrool is in go mode. An hour and 15 in. However, this is very, very good news for Gesellschaft fans as well, because we know, okay, she's gonna pick it up as well. And that in return will mean she is in go mode. Now here's the deal. Crrool does have Tempered Sword. It's unlikely. It's unlikely that Gesellschaft will pick up the Tempered Sword in Lake Hylia. On the other hand, Gesellschaft does have half magic. Crrool doesn't. And then we have that Ice Palace Crystal advantage versus the Desert Palace that Crrool finished. This is going to be a very, very interesting finale.
Definitely. Let's see if Crrool can make... Oh, you have the wrong rod out. Oh, okay. He wants to go get rid of the... No ice path. Let's see if he can make this. Again, getting hit. If you get hit here... Oh, Crrool, you gotta carry... Why? I mean, we're just commentators, okay? You can just, you know...
They are toying with our hearts, man. It's not fair. This is not fair. Not cool. Not cool. Heh. Get it?
I got it.
Alright, anyways, cool, we're picking up the Todorok Crystal. He needs to do Swamp and Ice Palace, and then he will be heading up to Ganon's Tower. In the meantime, we see Gesellschaft making her way through Todorok right now. She's probably feeling uneasy about this play, but will be very, very happy to find her last item in about 2 minutes from here. So yeah, and she must be racing through Desert and Swamp afterwards.
She did not do the Death Warp, so she only has 3 hearts.
That was that she should have died there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even know what to think about this anymore. Apparently, they have been escaping death like left and right here. I mean, she will get hit twice here as well, so I mean, she does have a blue potion, so...
If you're fast enough, you don't get hit by this one, which she is, okay.
Yeah.
Blue potion, please! Please, 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 please! Don't make my heart race like this, I can't take it.
I mean, technically this is safe. If she just dashes to the bottom, there's nothing that can happen.
Dash. Door. Door. We're going in the door, okay.
Of course.
Oh my god. My heart. My heart. I should take up life insurance. If I keep commentating, she's going to take an intentional death here, I guess. Or maybe not.
No. We're count that as intentional. That was intentional.
Definitely intentional.
Nice setup there by Gesellschaft. Liking it.
She's picking the hookshot chest. How do they do that? It's like, I love how Crrool died to that one chest that is totally unimportant, like 4 times, and then just goes to the hookshot chest and gets it. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I don't know, it was just the way that he got to that chest. It's like, if Crrool would make a tutorial, like, he would just, okay, you know, for the laser bridge, you just press left and then bless RNG. You just wiggle around a little bit, and then eventually you get there.
My word. Yeah, Gesellschaft still needs her small key. She does have half magic though, so yeah, there we go. Boom. And she's
pick up.
Here.
Oh, what's in there? What's in there? Oh, the compass.
Okay. So yeah, Desert is notably shorter than Ice Palace. However, Ice Palace Go mode, not that demanding either, but he doesn't need to nail the bomb jumps.
Gesellschaft does not have powder, so she does not get a refresh here. So she.
Oh.
The thing is, Gesellschaft only has the Master Sword, so this could be a little bit of a more difficult fight than it was for Crrool.
She got this.
Yeah, she got. I mean, she does have a blue potion as well, so.
She got this.
Yeah, she got this.
Oh, she might not have it. I thought she would dash back. Uh-oh. That didn't count, unfortunately. It did count! Wow! That was the last frame where it counted, though.
Please use the potion.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just spam the forward. That should be enough.
Yeah,
right?
at this point you can just, yeah.
Okay. She got this! Wasn't even worried.
This is going to be an interesting race. I mean, Crrool is going to have a little bit of an advantage in Ice Plus because he is going to be in go mode, so...
Yeah, but like I said, he still has to actually nail the
that's
bomb
true.
jump.
True.
Trinix with Hammer a bit tricky, but she gets the job done here. Very well done.
Now, unfortunately, I think Gesellschaft, if she did not remember, or if she didn't even check the sword, she's probably not going to get the sword as well. So we could see Gesellschaft moving with the Master Sword into Ganon fight here.
Yep.
And I don't think she's. I mean, if she did check it, and I'm pretty sure she would have remembered and got it, which means that she just didn't check it.
Yep. She would have definitely picked it up when she did Ice, like guaranteed. Like after pot or something. I don't know. What are you checking?
She's checking the hook shot. I think she's checking for another sword.
Oh, if there's a sword in here, that would be amazing.
That would be really, really sick, yeah. No?
She's checking, wait a second. I am in go mode? Am I in go mode? I am in go mode!
Oh, I mean, now you already teased. Now you might as well just check it.
Yep, she just realized though, and now it is a race to Ganon's tower. Now, if you are a Gesellschaft fan, you kind of have to hope that on the way there's a sword somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Also, again, no mail upgrade, yeah, which means if she actually goes to Ganon with just the Master Sword and no silvers, we already know that they will not be able to pick up the silvers. So it's definitely going to be silverless.
Mm-hmm.
Having only the green mail, that's a rough time. It can be a rough time.
She gonna get big key. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. You don't want the other items. No.
Oh, look into the mirror.
There we go. Crrool actually opening chests, interestingly enough.
Actually,
I wonder why.
Actually, did Crrool check the Lumberjack cave?
Crrool was the one that checked, because Gesellschaft doesn't know.
Oh, okay, interesting.
So
right.
At this point, would you open chests for butter? I wouldn't at this point anymore,
Probably not,
honestly.
no. If I would have Master Sword, I would definitely check it, but
yeah, for sure.
With Tempered, probably not, no. Like at Ganon, the difference between Tempered and butter is like neglectable.
Mm-hmm. It does make for easier phase 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's true. It's a little bit more convenient.
But I wouldn't open chests solely
I
for
would
that.
like probably open chests that are literally right on the way.
Yeah. There's still like a bunch of locations actually unchecked throughout this whole seed, which is pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the entirety of Darkside Death Mountain is unchecked, right?
Yeah, Hookshot Cave could have everything we ever wanted to not have, I guess. I Lambo down, Crrool failing that bomb jump I mentioned, and yeah, Gesellschaft will be making her way to Swamp Palace right now.
Oh, it needs another pixel. Oh god, No, okay, now the nerves are starting to get to him. Come on, Crrool.
This is not as easy as it looks. The pixel alignment has to be perfect for this jump to work. And there we go.
Think that works, yeah.
Alright, so there's half Ice Palace versus a complete Swamp Palace. That's the difference we have currently.
Does Crrool have a blue potion?
Mm-mm. I don't think he ever bought potions.
Yeah, I mean his heart count is pretty low. Again, he only has a green mail, so like 2 hits and it's rip.
He has a B, does that count? It counts for something. Yeah. I guess, I don't know.
Oh, Gesellschaft does remember! Okay, so she did check it.
Tempered Sword, and that's good news for Gesellschaft fans.
Okay,
that means
very, very good news.
we will be equal on Ganon. Crrool, on the other hand, does have the powder, so he doesn't need to worry about that.
I think that is also the reason why she hesitated going into Turtle Rock. She was probably thinking like, should I get that Tempered Sword first? But then, yeah. Definitely a good call there.
Yeah, with half magic though, the Fire Rod does just as good a job with the Pokies especially. The Pokies is what you kind of want tempered for in Turtle Rock. The boss, if you practice a bit, it's fine to do it with Hammer. But Crrool needs to be careful, can't deplenish all his magic, he gets it up done here. Blocking Cold Stare down. This guy still get 1 or 2 slashes in here, ouch, gets hit on the head. It's gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. There we go, Cold Stare down, and with that Crrool will have 7 crystals to his name. And a Fire Shield, I guess, but 7 crystals, mainly. Will be making up his way to Ganon's tower.
Yeah, Swamp is not that long if you're in Go mode. It's only like...
It's about 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
2.5.
Yeah, I was about to say the same.
So it's not that bad of a...
Sword, so that makes up for an easier Argus fight.
Guys, we're not even on Death Mountain yet. Keep the number... Not so fast. We're not even there. Crrool needs to release the bees first and buy potions. Give him some time. Let him settle in, you know. We'll get there soon enough.
Definitely a good call from Crrool though to replenish on potions.
Yeah, especially
without half magic. And we talked about it at the very start, like a couple minutes in when Zelda found the half magic. Crrool is not gonna go. He's just never gonna find that half magic.
Yep. And I mean, he knows it's silverless, so he definitely wants to be on the safe side for that. But yeah, guys, we're going to Ganon's Tower, and it's our favorite time of the randomizer run right now. Ganon's Tower. In order to ascend, we do need the big key. The big key, unfortunately, changes locations in every rando seed. How very inconvenient. There's 22 locations where it could be. Which one do you think it is? Put a number in chat and get your guess in right now. Personally, I hope for something high, so we can get a gamble. So I'm gonna say 15.
15, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with number 4, but number 4 is gonna be only for Gesellschaft because it's gonna be on the right side, but Crrool is gonna go into the left side. So for Gesellschaft it's gonna be number 4, and for Crrool it's gonna be number 19.
Okay. That's fair. He's checking Hookshot Cave. That's an interesting move, and
okay.
It gets butter!
Are you kidding me? That is not true. That's just not true.
He gets butter. Are you serious?
How do you do that? Just how did I mean, I don't know. I'm speechless.
Oracles, man. That's crazy.
Incredible.
Crazy. Anyways, we're going in. Who's going to enter the tower at 129.56. Very nice Argus kill for Gesellschaft there.
Good job.
Number 1 is a dud. Number 2 has the small key.
Oh, he's gonna go right side, okay. Said that would have been real.
Yeah, right side is a bit of like the norm these days, if you
Yeah.
find a small key there. But yeah, if Gesellschaft heads left immediately, that could give her the time she needs. Because she's
Cool.
making her way up right now.
Cool, you gotta hurry up, man. Okay.
Get a map in 3. A heart in 4. Arrows in 5. And money in 6. I mean, I don't think Crrool feels behind by that much at this point, so yeah, he's not gonna take the whole walk to Ice Armos. Got a bottle on 7, and he's taking it!
Wow, rip Bob.
That's mean. I would not have done that.
Oh, you're basically turning the chat against you. I mean, how is that ever a good play? Because as we know, the chat is always winning.
Alright, now we got number 8, small key. Number 9, mirror shields! Or riot shields. Number 10 is a small key. And number 11 is bombs.
Getting closer to that 19.
Number 12 is rupees, and Gesellschaft making her way in at 132.30.
It would
So
be interesting
it's-
if she also does the right side first.
It's about 2.5 minutes between the runners.
Nope, she's piecing out. Good for her.
Going left, that's a minute safe there, probably.
Yeah.
Right then and there.
Not bonking, no, not disturbing Bob. That's another like 5 seconds. Easy.
That's actually a time gain, yeah. For sure. No kidding, and it's
Yeah.
probably up in the 5-second range, yeah, because like of defense and all that. All right, we got a compass, we got bombos, we got bombs, and rupees.
Oh,
So
wow. So that was 18, right? Yeah, we got 3. No, 17.
we
17.
got 4. We got 4 left, plus the
Yeah, plus tile room.
tile room, which would be bad for Gesellschaft, but. And you gotta hope he opens the right ice armor chest for the big key, huh? Didn't catch Bob. And there's the big key!
Ooh.
Number
Bob's
18.
death.
Crrool ascending through the stairs at 134.28. Gesellschaft still has a bit to go there, but is not that far behind. Not at all. She's going into Random Room and will afterwards make her way to the Bob chest. So, there you go.
Crrool making a misplay here. He did not hit the switch. So, I mean, at this point, it all comes down to like small things like that.
And he has to make the long way around here, fumbling a little bit. Okay. Crrool setting up the mimics for the arrows.
This is closer than one might think.
We counted 2.5 minutes at entry, 2:35 to be exact, but I'm sure it's a lot less right now. Crrool having a bit of trouble.
Oh god, Crrool! Crrool, what are you doing? Oh no!
There he goes, the mimic is down.
Again, like all of those things will end up gaining some time for Gesellschaft if she just gets the better execution down for that.
She gets her big key. And she's going to start ascending at about 1:36, so it's 1.5 minutes from here. 1 minute already negated, not even 1:35.50 on the stairs, so yeah.
Come down. I don't know, Crrool might actually take the safety ferry here.
That's more time right there.
Yeah, he's gonna go for it. That's gonna give Gesellschaft more time. She will definitely not go for it. I think she has a couple potions still left.
Very nice Mimic 1 room here. Let's go to Mimic 2. First Mimic down. Ooh. Fumbling a little! She got this. She got this.
Yeah, she got this. As always, she got this. Definitely making a better progress than Crrool, though. So making up more time.
Yeah.
It could come down to like a Troll Downfall or a Ganon mishap.
At this point, even in the gauntlet, Crrool's struggling a little bit here in the second room. Going into the third room.
And we do have to say though, Crrool has a little bit of an advantage, not only with the time right now, but also with the sword. He does have the butter sword, which makes the Ganon fight a little bit faster, especially without the silvers.
Gesellschaft is already in the gauntlet as well. She's right there, 2 rooms next to him. And Crrool is fumbling a little bit more in this ice room. She's making up the difference right now. Ooh, she has trouble.
The dash, unfortunately.
But then a double kill there. Going into the ice room. In the meantime, Crrool on Landmo. Deciding for the butter hits, of course. 2 hits with butter. Easy. Should get a 2 cycle here.
Crrool in the meantime, with the butter sword, having a much easier time with the land models because he does 2-shot them. But
yeah,
Gesellschaft just following up behind, like as Crrool leaves the land model room, Gesellschaft is right behind. Unfortunately, she has to rely on Fire Rod strats because she does not have the butter sword. But she does have that half magic, so I am not sure if she does have another blue potion though, so I don't know.
That's fine. She got this, dude. She got this.
She got this.
Ooh, Crrool. Here, yeah. Missing the Samaria strat here in the Wizard room. It's another little bit of time that Gesellschaft could pick up over him. Now for the torch room, we're using the Fire Rod on Crrool stream, which I find interesting. Gesellschaft with the perfect Wizard room, except for the bonk. Unfortunate
that
right
is
there.
So unfortunate. Oh no. There is nothing that you can do about that, actually.
You have to position yourself in a very specific way in order to guarantee that the guards will not poke you, but yeah.
I think it's only like 1 pixel.
She's right here. Right behind Crrool. See, I think Crrool forgot about...
Why are you still checking this?
I guess he
must
could
have
be...
forgotten.
Oh no!
That is so unfortunate! Getting sniped by that laser, that is a big hit. Oh no.
Oh no.
No, that is so unfortunate.
That's a huge waste of time.
Oh,
I wouldn't say this is the end, but now Crrool has to make a major mistake. I think Crrool is still looking for a mail upgrade at this point, just to be safe.
Oh yeah, that could also be... Possibly. Oh,
yeah.
that is so unfortunate. That was. I mean, she did such a great job the entire gauntlet, and then.
Yep.
Oh,
She was catching up. The 2-minute difference was almost gone. And now, I guess nerves are playing with her a little bit.
yeah, she also only has 5 arrows right now, so she has to be careful here.
And another death.
Yeah, this is not gonna get good. Oh no.
And now she needs arrows now too. Oh no.
Oh god, this is terrible.
And she probably doesn't realize it.
She doesn't realize it, no. She only has 2 arrows left. That's not enough to kill all the mimics. No, she doesn't realize it. She even uses them to do that. She's gonna have a bad awakening very, very soon.
Heartbreaking.
Absolutely. Yeah, now she realized it.
Now she realized it, yeah. In the meantime, Crrool gets 1 hit on Aga 2 in the first cycle here. 0 on the second. That's a 2 for Crrool. That's a 1.
She's gonna go back all the way. Oh no, that's
1 for Crrool. And that's Aga 2 down, so he'll be making his way onto the Ganon fight.
Yeah.
Getting sniped by that laser. Man.
And
that's like
so close, so close.
She bonked in the wall, and the reason she thought it would not hit her is because the laser stopped shooting because she bonked and was far enough away, but then she got close enough in the meantime that it restarted shooting at her, which is super unfortunate.
No arrows for sale here. No, god, this is so unfortunate.
Crrool on Ganon, down with phase 1, going to go into phase 2 right now, and the Butter Sword making his job a lot easier here. Poking Ganon for good measure. Welcome to the magic shop.
Oh, this is so sad right now, really.
This is hard, like, if you don't keep track of drop groups and all that throughout your seed, you might not know. I mean, personally, I don't know where I would get arrows right now. There's no way to get arrows quickly, really. You can get some in GT, but they are deep in. So, yeah, she's gotta kind of hope that something has some arrows here somehow.
I think at this point she knows that she has lost it.
So yeah, Crrool getting the Torch Glitch, by the way, now into the 4th phase Ganon here. Using the lamp because he does not have half magic. Can't blame him. He's gonna get 2 spins per cycle probably. Ooh, Crrool is taking a fall!
Oh!
He's taking a fall right there!
It's gonna hurt even more if... I mean... Because there's like no way that she can make this back up. There's just no way. I mean, Crrool would have to fall like 7 times at this point. And she just cannot find any arrows.
This is so crazy, dude. Come on, give her arrows already, game.
Mercy. You've done enough damage.
Not bombs! Arrows! We want arrows!
Crrool, like on the other hand, if you're Crrool, he must totally be shaking right now. He's probably thinking he's lost it right now.
Yep.
For that fall.
Yep. I would certainly be thinking right now, okay, that's it. I lost. I just lost.
Yeah.
He's probably eyeballing IRC right now. Okay, when she's gonna get done. There are arrows in the Kakariko hut. Which is, that's not what you want to do, really. Like, I mean, that's really not what you want to do, but she has to at this point. Now, if the rat would have dropped 10 arrows there, I would have probably just, you know, destroyed my console at that point, but, yeah. She's going back up now. Crrool on phase 3. Again, and we'll have to go into phase 4 afterwards. Now, potentially, hypothetically, if he wastes a bit more magic and falls again,
Yeah.
He will have to get potions, maybe. I'm not sure. I think he used at least one, so I'm not sure if he has another one. He might, but yeah. It's not over until it's over. Crrool definitely in a very good spot though. Getting the torch glitch again, stunning Ganon though.
Definitely important.
Getting hit. Getting hit.
He is nervous. He is nervous. He thinks he's behind right now.
And he's gotta think it's not. He misses the
Again,
spin
not
too.
getting a hit as well. I mean, he probably is also eyeballing his magic right now. He must think, okay, you know, I have to not mess up it that much.
Yeah. I mean, the lamp gives you a good amount of uses, even on the slow magic, but he must be uncomfortable, let's put it that way.
Yeah, he can tell by the way that he is playing right now. He's like, just no fall, no, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
Getting one spin at a time here. It's the second one for this cycle, and he's taking it very, very slow.
I mean, it's good for Crrool, but for Gesellschaft fans, it's super unfortunate because she would very, very likely have actually won this race if she just didn't get sniped there.
Well, the fight's not over yet.
That's true, it's not over.
The fight's not over yet. He got hit
again, and he's running low on magic. Crrool, are you gonna make this more intense than you want to?
Ganon still not gone.
I think he only needs like 1 or 2 more hits. Hey, getting hit again though.
He has a blue potion. He has a blue potion.
Okay, that
We're
should
good.
seal the deal.
We're
Unless
good.
he falls.
Unless he falls! Mamma mia!
He's taking it so safe right now. I mean, I don't know.
Alright, I think one more. I think he needs one more.
One more. Nope, needs one more. He needs.
There it is!
There we go. Now just don't walk off the ledge and you're fine.
Crrool finishes this race in first place, going 2-2. GG's. His final official time is a 1:47.10 on SRL. GG. Now we will, of course, hopefully be joined by Crrool for an interview. Let me inquire. Oh, he's already in the waiting room. I'm just gonna put a GG for him in
Cannot
there.
wait to talk about.
Cannot wait. So yeah, let's pull Crrool in here and see what he has to say. Alright, Crrool, my friend, are you here?
Hello, hello.
Hello, GG's to your run.
Thank you.
Congrats on that victory, man.
Thank you.
Congratulations. How did you, well, I mean, were you nervous at the end there? Just a little bit, maybe?
Very much. Very much. Especially after I fell on Ganon. I was like, oh god, no, don't tell me this is gonna lose me the win.
Well, I mean,
didn't.
Yeah. It would have, basically it would have lost you the race.
Wait, what?
If, yeah, I mean...
The thing is...
Gesellschaft took an unfortunate death at the end of, like, at the very, very end of Ganon's tower.
Oh god.
You were 30 seconds apart, 30 seconds roughly apart.
Oh god. So it was actually that close.
Yes, it was.
Oh boy, I was afraid of that.
She was trailing for a long time in the seed in general, but then she made a good call with Turtle Rock. She did that ahead of a couple of other locations she still had left to do, so that kind of caught her up. Like, she was about 2 minutes behind going into GT, and then she didn't go right. That saved her already a little bit of time, and she had a really good gauntlet. And then all of a sudden, she only was like 30 seconds behind, but then she took a death right before going up to the torch room.
Ooh, that is painful.
She died on the laser there.
Yeah,
She didn't have
that's
any
very painful.
Yeah, she didn't have any arrows, so she had to go back out and search for arrows as well. That's
Oh god. is really unfortunate on her end. But still, like, the fact that it was that close, I was nervous for that, and I saw the key in right side, or at the start of GT, I was like, okay, you know what? This is a sign, I have to go right side here. And then I didn't find it, I was like, oh god, this is gonna be tight. And so I was already a bit nervous going into the gauntlet, and it probably showed in how I played, because my gauntlet really wasn't that good. Made a lot of sloppy mistakes here and there, and it just made me feel even more nervous. So going into Ganon, I was already, ooh, you know. And then the fall as well, I was like, oh god, this is it. She's gonna done, and it's over. But it's sad to hear that ended up winning me the race, because that shouldn't have won me the race. But that's how things go, I suppose.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. So yeah, but going back a little bit, how did you feel in general about the seed? How did you feel about your routing and all that? Because I think it kind of worked out pretty well for you.
Yeah, for most of my routing ended up working quite well. I was quite well with how it worked. The one thing I was kind of hitting myself over was the bow. Having done Pod and Eastern, and immediately after that finding the bow on the pyramid, I was like, oh god, no. I mean, it happens, it's kind of bound to happen, but that was one of those moments where I was kind of hitting myself. But all in all, like, I feel like I routed the seed well, and I routed it the way that I probably should have routed it. Sure, I made a couple of I went to a couple of places where it ended up being an absolute bust. Take Hera, for example. But that did a lot. Like, the way that I routed it, I was able to do Swamp and Ice both in Go mode, which I was considering. Do I go up to Ice? Because I was initially going to go to Ice first, and then but then I realized, wait, but I can access all of Death Mountain, and that way I can check which medallion I need. That's why I went to Death Mountain, so that I knew if I would still have to search for one of those. And then when I was there and I saw it was Ether, I was like, well, okay, I can complete it anyway. I might as well give it a shot. Ice is in part hookshot locked anyway, depending a little bit on how the keys are distributed. So it's like, okay, you know what? Let's go for it. And that ended up being the right play.
Definitely. Yeah, that bow. I mean, of course, no offense to you, but we were kind of laughing a little bit at that.
Oh, yeah, no offense taken. That, I saw that and I was like, oh god, of course.
I mean, in the end it paid off that you were pretty stubborn about Pod there, and it turned out to be like Pod was completely stacked.
Yeah.
So that definitely made a huge step forward there.
Yeah, and I kind of went to Pod being like, okay, well, I can complete Pod, so it's the next logical play. It was only that I was about there that I realized, but wait, I don't have the bow. Okay, whatever, we'll see how far we can get and whether I can find items there or not. And yeah, that... It ended up having a lot, just not early on.
So I personally have one very important question in mind. What is your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the laser bridge? What happened there?
I think it's just a combination of nerves and a combination of not realizing I was still on green mail and thus not being able to take a single hit.
Yeah.
That kinda became a bit of a pain. And then when I died a few times, I was starting to get nervous, and that only really made things worse. But then eventually I kind of snapped out of that. It was like, okay, you know what? It's whatever. It happens. Let's just go for it and let's make the best of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely props for not, letting that down too much. It was just kind of interesting that you basically struggled forever, and as that one chest that was just super unimportant, and for the one chest that had the hookshot, you just somehow made it through there.
Yeah. The first chest was a big struggle, and then everything from there just went swimmingly. Which I suppose, sure, you won't hear me complaining. I got it. and I made the lucky play that the second chest I found was the hook shot. And at the moment that I found the hook shot, it was like, okay, this was the correct play. Let's go. We're in go mode. Let's get my head together. Let's get in the game, and let's just do this. So I guess the hook shot was in big part also the thing that ended up, being like, okay, let's go. We're in there.
Yeah. And also, did you actually forget about the silver arrows? I mean, you were still opening chests after already being in go mode.
No, I was looking for either half magic or a mail upgrade.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Because I wanted to have a little bit more security for Ganon. Or even a cape or something of the sorts. I'm not great with silverless. I knew that I couldn't get the silver arrows. It would be too big a time waste. But I figured if I can still find some form of a mail upgrade or, something to help me defend, that'll still be a great help.
Yeah, interestingly enough, the half magic, actually Gesellschaft found the half magic, I think like 10 minutes into the run, because they were in the Ice Rod cave.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
we figured as soon as you skipped it and got access to the entire world, we figured, okay, he's never gonna get that.
No, but I was still hoping for it. I was still hoping to find something. That's also why I went into Hookshot Cave, which ended up giving me the Butter Sword, which was quite convenient as well.
Yeah, the best part was we were talking 20 minutes earlier that there's a sword maybe in there, and then, but in Gesellschaft's place, she was there and lifted the rock but didn't go in. And then 20 minutes later, you open it and boom, there's a sword there. Okay. Alright, but speaking of that, of course, GG's to Gesellschaft. She is in the waiting room, so I'm going to pull her in for the interview. Alright, Gesellschaft, hello, and welcome. GG's.
So GG.
GG.
So yeah, what are your thoughts on the seed and your run?
Oh, I have a lot of thoughts. The seed was fine, but I kind of messed myself up. I thought Mire was crystal, so that kind of tricked me for a little while. And just a lot of anxiety too. So like death. I'm like, it's driving me crazy.
That you did very well execution-wise, but like that death in Ganon's tower, that's what did it.
That's everyone's part.
My nerves get the better of me. I have some anxiety issues, so I'm like trying to do well, but then I put a lot of pressure on myself. So
I can definitely relate. It's like I was in a similar spot when I couldn't get a bomb jump for 2 minutes straight, so I definitely feel you on that. But yeah, you did very well. It was Crrool had a bit of an advantage routing-wise at the start, with you missing the fire rod early, but after that you made a very good call with Turtle Rock there, going in there for your go mode item. Basically called you up to him by about 2 minutes. And then you had a really good Ganon's tower. You caught up until 30 seconds. And then, unfortunately, you took the death there, which was pretty much the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, I had a lot of things that don't normally happen when I play, but, tournament. Like, 3 out of my 4 matches will have something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
it is, though.
Yeah, it's just the fact that you don't know how your opponent is doing, because if you saw that, then you would have seen that Crrool was also like dying left and right at some point. And I think he must have felt the same way, because he was just having so much trouble in some places. He was probably thinking, yeah, I mean, this is basically over because I'm just dying everywhere.
Well, a lot of the early. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, really. Especially when I fell on Ganon, I was like, okay, this is it. She's gonna done and it's over now. So I know how it feels.
I knew I was behind for a large portion of it, but I wasn't too worried about the deaths, because I'm like, well, okay, it's a castle basement. Like, the chance of it actually having something seems pretty low, but I'll make sure to take note of it in case. And there's this weird little middle part of the seed. I was kind of confusing myself a little bit, and then so I was trying to think of locations, and so the routing was really sketchy before. But I knew, like, gotta get to mountain, I need access to mountain, gotta get to mountain.
Yeah. That's what we were saying here. Like, Death Mountain access was denied for both of you for a very long time, honestly. Pod gave you the right side access, but eventually, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to sequence break pod either because I know with logic it's bow locked. I'm like, I have the hammer, I could go to pod, but I'm not gonna find the bow there unless it's really early. So I'm like, I'm gonna hold off for now. And Turtle Rock is like the most logical place, but of course Hair's on the way, and Hair's pretty quick. And I'm like, well, and I was looking for Quake too. I'm like looking for Quake, and then when I started to think about like, why am I looking for Quake?
Yeah, now knowing the Quake location, it's probably, we wouldn't have found it, that's for sure. It was in the validation chest.
Yeah, could have searched long there.
Needless to say, I have a bit of a headache right now. Like, it was fun otherwise, just nerves really got to me. That led to bad decisions and bad playing. Like, even at the end, I'm like, well, I feel behind, but I think I'll be okay. And then just like in the tower, I didn't expect that laser to kill me. I'm like, I guess if I do less damage, your laser is at the perfect amount.
You should still not let yourself down too much. You did a fantastic job on like execution wise. All the a lot of the bomb jumps earned a lot of respect from the chat always, and had a pretty good showing regardless. I mean, it's very unfortunate how it turned out, but should definitely look on the bright side of your execution wise, which was definitely on spot.
Yep.
Definitely, I appreciate that. It's like, if I can do something right, at least I know I did like some execution stuff right, and so I'll just keep playing Rando a lot, and hopefully it'll kind of help with nerves and stuff too.
I mean, you're not out of it yet. It's 1-3, but that's not the end yet. You can still win twice and then make it to that tiebreaker race. So that's definitely still on the table. And if you keep playing like this and get your nerves a bit in check, then I'm sure you will get those 2 victories.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I can do. I'm really nervous about the tiebreaker. I didn't want to go into it with that. I felt confident going into this race, but like, just I don't know what happened. Late switch.
It was very tricky though. Like the bow on the pyramid, that's definitely you don't really want to check pyramids immediately. Like you have better dark world locations to check first, and then that pod had everything, and you had to find the bow there. Like Crrool, for instance, what he did is
I did pod, then Eastern, and then I found the bow.
Oh man, yeah. So I kind of got a little bit trolled there because of course I'm trying to wrap around the dark world and do all that stuff too. And trying to route it while I go to things. I'm like, oh, I don't want to go to pod. I don't want to go to pod. I don't want to go to pod. I like pod. I don't want to go to pod.
All right, but yeah, that puts Crrool at 2-2, so you have pretty good chances of at least making the tiebreaker race. And if you win 2 races, you can still qualify directly for the group. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Gesellschaft, you have to win twice in order to make that tiebreaker race, but like I said, I have no worries personally about that. I'm sure you can do it. GG's to both of you for a great run. I think that sums it up for us and Speed Gaming 3 for right now. I'm checking the schedule. There's tons of other rando going right now. We have a double race at Speed Gaming 2 that will be followed by another race. That is currently going. We have Kyong versus Rywak and Salty Fry versus Sonic M currently, and they will be followed by Zyrakian versus Ferrame. So that's really good races. You should definitely watch those. I'm not sure otherwise what is on the Speed Gaming schedule in general. I'm sorry if I'm missing out on something here, but yeah. My final shoutouts, GG's to you guys. Jenya, it was a pleasure to commentate with you. Shoutouts to Dustin for tracking 2 matches back-to-back as well. It was a lot of fun. Hope you guys in chat enjoyed it. And yeah, follow the runners. And amazing work from Fiesel on restreaming and hosting, as always. Thank you all, and we'll catch you next time.
Thank you both, and good game, Crrool.
Thank you for an exciting match.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you guys very much.